Try number 3. Take 3. No glasses. First of all, what do I want to show you? The original 6 hockey teams. Here are the original 6 hockey teams, okay? Chicago, Detroit, Toronto, I talk about Ottawa, Montreal, Boston, New York. See this? Makes a fishing hook for a J. Jack of all trades. The Big Dipper. You don't think the Big Dipper was for something? NHL. Another thing I want to talk about is 2 letters turned aside. There's H and I. Create the word high. Why? Because 9 and 8 is 17. 17 creates A and G. Here's the G. Here's the A. IGA, International Grocers Association, International Angel Association of some sort. Doesn't mean I can explain to you exactly what it is. You can have your own imagination. That's what it's all about. It's all about the imagination. It's our imagination that brings us through life, because we know at the end we're dead. So why do we have to go through it? Because of the imagination of everything it can feel as good while we're in it. The partial moon. See the design on this? The old feather. So anyways, we get 9 and 8 is 17. Q letter for queen. Now, this is one second thing I want to show you. This is the way the numbers must work. 0 to 9 and 10. It would always end at 10. You'd always have to add another one at the end. Position, null and void. When it comes after the 9, it's different. 10 to 19, 1, 2 areas. 20 to 59, 3 areas. 60 to 79, 4 areas. And 80 to 99, 5 areas. And why do I say this? Why do I separate it like this? Because in French, if you do it in French and English, you got to talk about your hometown 2 languages. For me, it's French and English. So when you go 19, right, it's in the teen area. And then you go to 20, 20, 30, 40. It's all with TY. T and Y, the fox. 45, it means you got all the numbers and you're in the game. All you got to say is TY, thank you very much. Another thing I was going to say is, so now that you have 20, we switch again at 59 and 60, because French, 60 is soixante, okay, which is like soft accents, okay. Well, it can say a whole sentence, but it switches because in the area of 60, 60 continues on in French to say 79. It goes soixante et 19. 60 adds on from 0 to 19. It groups 10 to 19 together when you talk about 60, because you're going to say 70, which is soixante and 10. Then you're going to say 71, which is soixante et onze. Okay? But in English, okay, in French, you say 10. So you only say the 10 one time. Soixante et dix. When you get the 60, you don't say the 10, you say soixante. The 0 is inside the soixante. When you get to 80 in French, it's 80. It says 4 20s. When you get to 99, it's 80, 19. Again, you're mentioning 10 to 19 in that area. So you have to say, okay, I am in 60 to 69 and connected to 70 to 79, because the first numbers are connected together, the first 19 numbers are connected together, but they are divided between the numbers 4 and 5. And the reason they're divided between the numbers 4 and 5 is because in French, the Q, which is who you are included inside of it, is 1. Okay, the Q is inside the 4, 80, and inside 80, 80. So we have to separate all these numbers because they give it to us separate. So now we have to separate them again and give a definition to each one and see what we get out of the pot. So we know. One thing that just flashed by my head today, Green Bay football team, and their color is also green. Horses? What? Wait, what? What does the horse say? Anyways, I was thinking about doing things about sports teams, sports scoring, how many people on the ice do they play on the field? Is it a point after? PAT, P7, A1, T2, 7, 1, and 2, 7 by 12? That's 84. That's a completion. Point after a touchdown, which is telling us 6 has been done. Here's the point to connect the spirit. Point after a completion, the touchdown. 19, the cycle of the 19 moon. Well, every time the day turns around to go to one day, it also advances to make it the year. So instead of 360 degrees, you're actually really going 361 degrees because of the advancement. It takes 1 degree every day for the whole year to go around the sun. So we actually go around the sun in 360 degrees, but it's 365, so it's 0.01. 1.01 degrees to go around the sun. Words to look out for: TOA, TAU. I've been running into that one. And the word PAT, 16, A is 1 is 17, and T is 20. That's 37. That tells you exactly we're dead center. We're alive. We're trapped in. Black is trapped in by 4 reds. 35 and 39. Listen to this. In roulette, okay, 16 and 19 equals 35, and 18 and 21 equals 39. It totals 74. In between it are 2 numbers that equal 37, which is 17 and 20. The total is 111, which is 3 times 37, which is the roof of the Twin Tower. Why did I tell you this? Because that's the way it is. If you want to talk about millions and billions and zillions, all codes. When you're starting to make money in the trillions, there's more zeros. In the billions, there's more zeros. The more zeros, the more of the change of the code. A rose and an iceberg. You get a Rosenberg, no? Roses smell good. Things that have been trapped to me for this week: Jack, Jacob, and Billy and Bob. Repetitive names. You ever see this word? V Roman numeral is 5 and 5, 55. Iron, 99, 65. The ghost, the white ghost. The sperm in your head that directs you to do everything we're doing in our life, to lift up thousands of pounds, and he weighs grams. He's a thing that weighs grams, and we lift 300 pounds with that gram. We use this body to lift it. Anyways, I'm not quite sure where we are. I was going to talk about the moons, how many moons you've seen by the time you're bar mitzvah, how many moons by the time you're 21. Oh, and let me talk about number 20. There's a big thing about, don't forget, summer, the beginning of seasons, 20th day, 21st day. On the dice, okay, if you add up 1 to 6, that's 21. But don't talk about the 1, okay, because the 1 is split up. It's you in spirit of soul inside your body, and the body that you don't see, the Holy Ghost. So you're actually 20.1/3 or 1/4. You're missing 0.75, and everything about what you have and what you're missing, H and I, everything is next year in October. It's all the numbers they connect. I don't just connect them just like that, but I can use this and connect them and explain to you this entire wheel. Not exactly the way you would say, oh yeah, and of course I can tell you any story I want, but I tell you a story, numbers with explanation. I can show you designs. And then we have to think on our own. We have to do this together, because this is not me to figure this out. Why are we trying to figure this out anyways? Because with it, I believe the gold of life comes with knowing the truth. I believe the more you seek out to show man what life is all about, the more you will be paid off in your heart. You know what it's like? You know what it's sad? When your energies are all taken out of you, you're bipolar, your energies, when you go into your bipolar depression, it's because you have no energy for anything. You're not sure where to go. You're not sure where to line up. So you lose all your energies. And it's so important to have the energy of love in this world, to have a reason and a meaning. Because if you find no reason and no meaning, you don't do anything. And you're down. What do I do? Where do I go? What do I say? Should I say it at all? And when you're down, you can say, I want to be happy right now. Let's go. Let's do it. It's more powerful than you. This situation takes many, many men and women. Or do you want to know what this is? Here. Might be a joint. In fact, it's a joint no matter what. The question is it illegal? Medical marijuana? Or is it marijuana at all? I told you. I roll my cigarettes now. Do you know what all this back is? I quit in January. There's 4 missing since January to roll my joints. So did I actually quit? Do you want to look at this? Look at the 0. 26 and 35 is 61 is 7. 3 and 12 is 15 is 6. The spirit of 76, just to start off. 3, 12, and 7 is 22. Plus 18 is 40. Plus 9 is 49. Plus 14 is 63. Creation of man 1, spirit of 16 of the 5 passage. And then it tells you the story of beta creation. 30, 36 is creation of the man. 27 is the entrance. 34 is the 1 spirit. 7 is the passage into the world. 21 is you as a whole. And there you are. Your 10 and your birth has come out. Now the rabbit hole is between 32 and 23. Somewhere over here. 32 and 23. 32 and 23 are you down here. That's the rabbit hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Almost 18 numbers, but it can't be centered. It's got to be tilted off to one side. But this is the French wheel. This is more of an explanatory wheel from an opposite viewpoint. When it gets flipped over, it's like you take a deck of cards and you take a picture card and you hold it this way, but you look at the picture down there. You turn it over and it's not the same anymore because now it's up. It was down before. So another thing with the Queen, 2 letters that make it with 4 and 5, the fox, because you have to put, to make the Queen, you have to put 4 and 5, and you got to put 8 and 9 together. 8 and 9 is 17, make the Q letter of G and A. 4 and 5, which is D and M, which is 13 and 4, make the Q. And 5, which is L, E and L, it remains the same letter, an eel, the electrical eel that creates the Q. The Q, now the question is, what is this Q all about? Because we have a Q off and a Q to go. We have the Q ball that's hitting every other ball in pool. So what do we need this Q for? Somebody else was talking about salt. And this is what I have to say about salt. And I was thinking about this till this guy came out. Like, who is this guy? He's just a young kid. Where does he come to talk about this brilliant stuff? I'm sorry, because I wasn't into that when I was younger. And now that I see it as real, and the salt, and they said, Ronnie, take the salt, the lithium, take the lithium. Because if you don't take the lithium, eventually your mind is going to drift, and you won't be able to focus. Your cells are going to go. Well, maybe those cells we no longer need. Maybe if I can control the vision of this world, maybe I don't need the salts. Maybe I am taking the blue pill. Actually, it's turquoise for the lithium. I am taking that. I'm not taking no red pill. So maybe I shouldn't be taking it. I'm going to ask her to lower it a little bit. Of course I want to go see what's in the other. Well, of course. Isn't that what we're here for? They're going into space. They don't know if they're going to blow up or anything. So why can't I do it right here from Earth? I want to go into the other world right here from my chair. Smoke a joint, whatever it is, whatever it takes. Put on some good vibrations. No, I won't go into any chemicals. No drugs. No, thank you. Not me. Otherwise, God would have made it easy to get. God says, come into my world. Do not take with you what you can't get here. He's got no chemicals. Are you kidding? God's got all the chemicals. How do you think we got them? We got them from Him. Raphael 70-286 in the constellation of Pegasus. the spirit, the salts, the lithium. Your heart is a pumping station. I believe there's something in our body, and it goes along with the planets, but there's definitely something in our body stamping out all the time those vibrations of information and transmitting them into the English head of this person over here. As it comes in, the spirit comes in to us, and it taps us from one to the other one. How come I'm not tapping this side of my head? Because I like this side of my head. I feel it comes out better, and I get a better vision on this side. So it's always tapping, and the blood is going up into our mind and back down. But it has to be faster than that. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be faster than this. The heart is not as fast as we can think. Because we never stop thinking, and the heart never stops pumping. So which is faster, our thinking or the heart pump? Raphael 7286, my constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching 16 minutes. 10 more days till the end of one cycle and the beginning of the next cycle. They usually end on the 2021, but actually this ends on the 22nd, starting on the 23rd is the new cycle. So, and the middle of the cycle, the beginning of the cycle would be the 14th of May, so that would be in about 32 days, 31 days from now, or 30 days or something like that. And what is it? I don't know. The first part of it, what happened was the Super Bowl and the lights went out. That was the first part of the cycle. Happened just about on the perfect day of the in-between of all. Why? Because it happened on the 2nd of February, 2, of the 3rd day, 3, of the 4th, of the 13th year, 4, 2, 3, 4, in between the jailhouse of 51, playing in the stadium. So instead of a circle 0, they have a rectangle for 510, 6. 51 times 0 equals 25.5 equals 76.5. 7, 6, and 5 is 18, 1 and 8 is 9. That's what happened. It was perfect. Thank you for watching.